Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Trombone First Aid. Today we are talking about staccato, tonguing. Whenever we think about staccato, the first thing we focus on is tongue, of course tonguing. So for sure we will require to use tongue, but we should remember that tongue doesn't sound. So that's true that at the base of staccato there is the ability to control properly our tongue, but we have to make sure at first that everything else is on place. As I used to say before, the tongue is like a cherry on a cake. So before using the cherry you have to take care of the cake. I really suggest you to work a lot in air attacks. So you can really make your own attack just using the coordination between air and embouchure. We should always keep in mind that our lips vibrate only because there is air pushing them. Otherwise, nothing would happen. Whenever we use the tongue, we stop this air stream. So there is no way for the lips to vibrate. When we think about staccato, we normally focus on the speed we can reach with that. But actually the most important thing is to focus on the sound we can get with our staccato. Because whenever we use the tongue, we put something in between the airstream. So our sound would be somehow affected. The tendency is to use too much tongue. So our tongue will sit in the middle of it and then it will sound like a more stressed and direct sound instead of something warm and wide. We should always keep an eye on the quality of our sound whenever we play staccato. Even if it's true that some kind of compromise should be admitted, we should never accept that our sound quality is lowering down to a non-sufficient level. For this purpose, air attacks and glissati are very useful. So you can really produce your best sound and then you just add the tongue. Then it could be also faster. So you should achieve to get the same sound whenever you play glissato and staccato. So it means that your tongue is doing the right job, not stopping the airstream completely, but letting most of it pass. And then it works like a trigger, a switch that makes you sound actual staccato. Otherwise, there is always the risk that the sound gets poor or maybe a bit sharper or something strange anyway. So we don't want that because the best quality we can get with our trombone is with glissato. In order to increase the speed of our simple tonguing, always keeping an eye on the quality of our sound, we could use exercises with rhythmical patterns so that you can play between slow things and fast things, checking if the sound of the fast things is still nice. And so on. You can also make it more complex. You should at first experience these staccato exercises in the mid register, and then you can start exploring the lower register. Only at the end you go in the upper register for the reasons that I told you in other videos, so that you keep your throat open and no tension in your muscles. A crucial aspect of staccato, but also for legato and any other kind of articulation, is coordination between throat, airstream, slide, and in this case also tongue. So if throat, air and slide are not coordinated, there is no chance for your tongue to fix things. It will only make things worse. So to make things work, you have at first to spend time in coordination, doing exercises which I suggested in other previous videos. In my experience, when most problems happen, it's because of mainly two reasons: lack of coordination and too much tongue. Whenever we use too much tongue, we have an obstacle in the middle of our airstream, and this is always affecting in a negative way our playing. When we have no coordination, our staccato will always sound dirty and not clean, not precise. So the problem is somewhere between slide and embouchure and thinking you are in a different position. So first you have to make sure that everything else is in place. Finally, you care about the tongue. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, thumbs up or subscribe my channel. And if you have any question or any comment, just write down below. I will try to answer as soon as possible when I'm free. Have a nice day.